Hello. Once again, you're welcome to Valley Light online teaching. Mm, if you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe to my channel and do well to like my page. All right. Uh, one of the kids that I taught in an online lesson sometime in the past sent a question, and his question is this. He said, in an examination, I was asked, this is a little kid, I was asked to underline the verbs in sentences. And I underlined this in one of the sentences, but the teacher wronged it. Why? Okay. And after looking at that, I came to realize that so many people are still having problem with this word gerund. Now, first of all, this is not a verb. Forget that you have it in here. It is not a verb. This is what we call gerund. Now, what is gerund? Whenever you hear about gerund, a gerund is a word in English language that has the shape of a verb. Yeah, it has the shape of a verb in the progressive tense form. That is, it has the shape of a verb with the ing suffix. Now, it has that shape, but it is not a verb. It appears like a verb, but it functions like a noun. There are such words. There are times that you see such words: eating, sleeping, running, and the rest of them, but they do not play the roles of a verb in sentences. Now, the question is, how do you know when such a word is functioning as a gerund, when it is functioning as a noun and not as a verb? Now, look here. If remember, I said that a gerund is a word that has the shape of a verb but plays the role of a noun in a sentence. Let us take, for instance, let me use something like this: eating. Let me use eating. Now, this eating will be considered a verb if you have something like I am eating. It becomes an action word here. It shows something that the speaker is doing, something that the person is doing. That is why it is a verb. And you are going to see an auxiliary verb helping it. We are sleeping. There is an auxiliary verb helping this verb here. In this situation, it is a verb. But then, there are times when you will see it and it is not a verb. It plays the role of a noun. Take, for instance, when somebody says something like, eating is helpful. Eating is helpful to one's health. Eating is helpful to one's health. As we are looking at this sentence, eating here is not a verb. Eating is a noun because it points to something. What is a noun? A noun is a word that names, a word that gives name to anything. Now, this word that you see here gives name to something, to an action. It points to something that helps one's health. Eating is helpful. In this situation, eating should be considered a gerund. It should be considered to be playing the role of a noun and not the role of a verb. Now, if you want to know if it really plays the role of a noun in this sentence, what you do, ask yourself, which part of speech substitutes a noun in sentence? Pronoun, right? So whenever a particular word can be substituted with a pronoun, it means that that word is a noun. All right, now let us check if we can substitute this. Eating is helpful to one's health. Can we say something like, it is helpful to one's health? Will it still mean the same thing? Eating is helpful to one's health. It is helpful to one's health. What is helpful? What is helpful to one's health? This is a pronoun replacing this. This one is also a pronoun replacing it in a question form. What is helpful to one's health? And the question would be, eating is helpful to one's health. Somebody can also ask you, what did you say about eating? In that question, what did you say about eating? Eating in that question is also a gerund because it's playing the role. It is playing the role of a noun. What did you say about eating? And your answer will be, I said it is helpful. Since this it can replace it, it is not a verb. It is a noun in that sentence. And when a word with the shape of a verb plays the role of a noun, we refer to that as a gerund. The same thing with when you have after eating. After eating 3 plates of food, I slept all day. After doing something. After eating 3 plates of food. This one is included. Somebody can ask a question. After what did you sleep all day? After what? That what there. After what? The what here is a pronoun. Is an interrogative pronoun replacing this. So for the fact that it can replace this, it is a noun. This is considered a noun. And whenever you have something like this, you refer to it as a gerund. I believe you understand that. Thank you.